Hi folks, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Last time we went exploring because now it's legal. While we had snuck out of the walls in the past, the walls that surround our stratospheric colony, we finally, upon turning 13, were permitted to go out and explore the world as part of an expedition. And that's most of what we did last time.
Yeah.
We went to the nearby plains and saw massive megafauna, some beautiful and terrifying sights, and we learned quite a bit. We also learned that the beans that our dad has been growing are not good because they really mess with the hormones of teens, and we were getting a little silly, a little goofy, a little not okay. So that's a problem though, because the pixie beans that our dad has been growing make up a third of the fields for our colony. So not ideal.
Yeah, not good at all. That means they just wasted a lot of time and resources to trying to get one single crop to finally grow, and now we can't even use it because it's they didn't do a full toxicology test on it. They tested it on the wrong. This is a perfect example of why you need a diverse sample set, because they tested it exclusively on adults who were fine. Yep.
But the kids are not okay. So
the kids are not all right. Yeah. The other thing that's still tripping me up is the giant xenofauna that lives on this planet, apparently.
There's many of them. There's kraken in the ponds, there's cloud walkers, there's beasts beneath the earth.
Yeah, it's existentially horrifying. And who knows, are we living on top of one right now?
We could. Based on what we learned, that's pretty possible.
Yeah, it makes me really curious now about all of the attacks that happen during glow, and like what exactly is going on during glow, how much of this planet like is, I guess, synced up together. I still have that theory. I still have the Avatar theory that there's neural network thing happening on this planet, but I don't know, maybe it's just glow makes all of the fauna act differently for some particular reason that we haven't figured out yet.
We don't know, and we've never had any megafauna attack during glow or anything like that.
That's true. We've had creatures that normally avoid the area come attack us, and animals that are normally pretty docile start attacking us too. So everyone kind of loses it a little bit during glow.
Definitely a bit.
Yeah, but we don't know why. I think maybe let's talk to our dad and see how he's
and we can get a card from him.
Feeling.
Your dad takes a big breath of air. This is real living, he says grandly. Sometimes I wake up thinking we're still hurtling through space on the strato, and I'm just so jazzed when I remember we're here on a real planet. He slaps you on the back. Never take this for granted, kiddo.
Do we know why we left Earth?
We do not.
Okay.
If you want to learn more about that, we have to do humanities.
I would like to do humanities, I think. I want to know why we are not living on Earth. Are we just out as Earth uninhabitable? Are we just out here for funsies because we finally are able to do interstellar travel and we're like, we found a planet to go live on, let's go there. Have we been on Mars already? Like, when are we in time? I mean,
it's a good question, because we know we came from Earth, so that helps.
Yeah, we are from Earth. I mean, clearly it is way in the future because there's like everything that we see before us right now, and the way that we operate, and
but not so far that there were coffee shops.
Yeah,
there were holovids.
Yeah,
there were
cities with stores and shopping and TV shows and stuff. Yeah. This is you. Yeah. Sorry.
You're fine. Your dad is helping two bristle lugs who have gotten tangled on each other while, maybe they were wrestling? Your dad doesn't want to go into the details.
Hey, we're 13. We should know about things having sex.
I think congruence has taught us about the birds and the bees, but I don't think we understand the practicalities of that yet. He hefts up a larger one, and you carefully pull apart their bristling spikes, being careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, they're back at it again. Your dad shrugs. The heart wants what it wants, I guess.
That's the best response.
Do you want to go study humanities?
Actually,
we can.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
There's no guarantee. You know how this game works. There's no guarantee this will teach us anything. But
that's very, very true.
Hey, we can apply for a job.
Oh,
You
cool.
see a notice on the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do, because she is desperate. Please apply.
Apply for the job, yeah.
You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her hollow palm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then, and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. You wait for further instruction. Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here.
Just go babysit these kids.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Hey, we got our first babysitting job.
We got a babysitting
13.
job.
That's appropriate.
Yeah!
You get a babysitting job at 13. Cool.
Seems like it's about on mark, honestly.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
Woo! Super goal.
Nice.
Got creativity, and we got...
Our creativity's so close to getting a point.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's it! Oh.
Yeah, we unlocked a new job.
The lights are off.
We should probably rest.
Yeah, we're pretty stressed. Honestly, if we're gonna rest at any point, it should be now.
Yeah, just to be prepared for whatever's coming.
Like, shit could pop off at any second. Do you want to go to the park?
Sure.
Let's just do that. Relax in the park.
You play with your Freaky, Squidly Feederson, hanging out, hanging out with them just outside the walls. It's uneventful, which is exactly what you needed. You try to teach them some simple commands. Stay, follow, speak. It's adorable watching them tilt their head from side to side when they're trying to figure something out. They don't seem to really get it, but you get the impression they're trying. They're so cute.
They're so cute!
Yeah, we got bond with our Freaky.
Yeah.
And creativity. You quickly realize the Freaky must be named after the sound they make when they're happy. A whirring, clicking noise. For a weird spider tentacle creature, it's really cute.
It's very cute.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, bring it on.
Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony is on high alert.
Oh.
You're collecting glowflies in the geoponics garden when Cal and an enemy when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing to look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouse and stay quiet. An enemy declares she's going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. Get inside and stay quiet, watch from the walls, help defend the gates.
Oh, we have enough bravery to defend the gates.
Yeah.
I kind of want to help defend the gates. See what that does.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
And we got heroic. You scramble down from the walls and are immediately faced with a seething wall of hop eyes. You kind of thought that they were only a handful of these usually peaceful creatures in previous years, but there's swarms of them now.
Holy shit.
And not just hop eyes. Once your eyes adjust to the chaos, you can see large creatures that look like walking bushes. These wild centipede-looking things with long spider legs and at least one giant mini-eyed thing that's hovering clear off the ground, defying gravity. They all seem to be incited into a frenzy, attacking everything in sight and trying to get through the walls. It's dark and chaotic.
There's more this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's kind of fucked up. What's going on here?
We can't fight very well.
Oh, no.
Com sees through the fray. Roscoe! Oh, that's you.
Me. Roscoe!
He shouts.
Get to safety!
You're suddenly not sure this was a good idea, but then you look up to see an enemy shouting encouragement from up on the wall. Fight bravely?
Yeah, we can't fight tactically. Do we not have enough? Oh, our combat's really low. Huh. Fight bravely. Yeah.
Making up with guts for what you lack in sense or skill, you charge in without a plan. Or a real weapon.
What?
We got hurt.
Oh, no.
You're immediately rammed in the side by what looks like a living pile of rocks, and you go down. You see sky, then dirt, then sky again, and you're tossed through the air before you land in a heap at the base of the wall. Through the ringing in your ears, you can hear an enemy screaming for Com to help. You stumble to your feet, body vibrating with adrenaline. You can feel blood trickling over your face, and it hurts like someone's stabbing you in the chest when you breathe. Com runs over and sends bolts of energy coursing through his stun gloves into the creature. But being mostly comprised of rock, it seems unfazed. It does, however, swing its head to look at him, giving you a chance to flee.
Oh,
Be a
shit.
hero anyway?
I guess we can, huh?
We can.
I guess we can stay and help Calm. I guess that's what's gonna happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's try it. This is
Card
an
gets +3.
impossible challenge. It's 88.
It is 88. That's correct.
I don't know if we can do this. I don't think. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
+3.
Okay. How many? There's 3 rounds. Okay.
Is it worth it? I could make this a flush, which would get us
Okay.
an additional 3 points probably. This would get us to 19, 20, 21. It could get us to 21 on this
What's
first
the
one.
10? It gives 10 points?
Hmm?
What is this? The 10 and the 9?
We have 10.
Oh, we have 10 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I understand.
Or I could redraw my hand. But it's not a
it's
terrible...
not a bad hand.
I might want to redraw the next hand, to
Maybe,
be honest.
maybe.
Okay, I'm going to leave that as it is.
Okay.
72. Nice. nice.
Jeez. Okay. Oh, God. Are we going to die? Can we die before we grow up? Is that possible? That would suck a whole lot. I hope we don't die.
See, this is where that make everything on the sides the same would be a helpful card.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I want to do this?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yep. Card gets +3.
Okay, I'm gonna mess with things in a moment. Give me a
Yeah,
sec.
totally.
Okay. I probably, these are 2 blue. I could make this one blue, which might help because then that'll be...
Make the 4 a blue?
Yeah, I'm gonna make the 4 a blue.
Okay.
And then it will also be a 5, which is helpful.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay. We're not gonna make it,
No.
obviously, but...
No, we're not going to make it. Oh, this hand sucks. I mean, it's okay. But, I mean, I guess we could redraw it. What is that? Plus, is this a red challenge? I mean, yeah.
It's a red challenge.
We still have a lot of bonuses to straights. But I don't know if we can get a straight out of this one.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm about to play around a bit.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So we could do...
Uh-huh.
Could also just redraw. I'm gonna just redraw.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can push through. Oh, we can't push through. This is slightly better, I think. But, okay. I don't know. I don't think there's any way. +3 for...
I'm trying to see if we can get it to the point where we could push through. Is what my goal is right now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can brute force it with mushlogs. Mushlogs are wonderful that way. You can just kind of...
I mean, if you want to
beat it
just
to
do
death.
that, we could brute force it so that we can push through and gain the stress.
Okay, because we don't have any red eggs because I think we gave them away. We
No.
could make that 4 a blue, but that doesn't help at all. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to push through with mushlogs. We're just going to...
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we've been collecting so
we
many
can
of
just
them.
push through if we want.
The point. Well, if you use a few more, maybe we can hit the goal. This is why we have mushlogs, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna. Okay. That only gets it to 5, but then I could use a bobber fruit on it and get there.
Like, we can probably hit the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're so close. We have another mushlog. You can put them on the last 2
but
reds.
I can't get it to. I can't get it to 6. But I can just get it up. So I guess that's good enough. I'm gonna push through with 20 stress.
Okay.
That counts.
We're so close. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's just do it.
Okay. Done.
I don't think that could have gone any better.
No,
considering
that was a really hard challenge.
It was an impossible challenge.
Your broken body is leaking like a garden hose, but somehow, you manage to improvise a spear out of a bit of rebar and from the ever-present construction and throw yourself at the gargantuan creature. You and Calm duck and weave around the monster, him getting its attention and you jamming your spear into its armored body, looking for weak points. It seems impossible. The thing is all rock. You can feel yourself beginning to lose hold of reality, your vision fuzzing out at the edges.
Oh, shit.
Finally, Calm yells. There, as it roars. You lunge for its snapjaw mouth and jam the spear in and up. You can feel its flesh parting as the spear lodges into its brain cage and sticks, and the spear is ripped out of your hands as the creature howls in pain and rears up on its hind legs. With a mighty crash, it collapses to the ground.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Got +4 friendship with an enemy.
Cool.
We got felling a giant.
Holy shit.
And we got 25 kudos.
Oh my god.
Calm limps over to you and supports you before you crumble with it. I don't know. That's you.
Oh, that's me. I don't know how we did that,
He says, awestruck.
but it's probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. The most stupid,
He laughs.
but also the coolest. Come on, let's get you to medbay, hero.
Your parents are arguing quietly at your table.
I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke.
Your mom says.
They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights.
Okay, your dad replies, taking his hands across the tabletop. Taking her hand across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in geoponics.
Oh, shit. Okay, there is, like, planning and intent happening here.
It looks like it. We don't know what happened in geoponics, but clearly they were targeting things.
Yeah, okay.
They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, rutabaga.
You don't need to keep hiding shit from us, Dad.
Then he
Sorry.
sees that you're limping, still
Yeah.
a little loopy from the med bed. Roscoe, what happened? Are you hurt? What happened to the fields?
What happened to the fields?
Your mom stands up.
Don't worry about that.
She snaps.
Get to bed. It's late. And we have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, are we a little bigger?
Yeah, look.
We're a little bigger.
Look, I don't think we're the only ones that are a little bigger.
Everyone's a little bigger. Oh, cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, new art for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Okay.
Cal is standing in the garden watching a pair of Dorb's moth. It's harder to. You're right. When you're just reading, it's hard. A pair of Dorb's moth flutter overhead.
They're the worst.
He says, frowning.
We gotta find a better place to put the grain, because they just get everywhere. What? You'd be surprised what kind of hole they can squeeze through.
Let's check in on everyone.
Look at everybody.
Here we go.
Everyone's a
Hey,
little
buddy.
older. Oh, you're going full emo.
You catch Dis scrolling through his hollow palm.
I used to watch a lot of videos.
He says, frowning.
I don't know why. It's all garbage. Who cares about this stuff? It's not real.
Dis gestures to the wilderness.
That's real.
Dare to hang out in the restricted area.
Oh, shit.
You dare Dis to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering, deep down where even Chief Engineer Instance never goes, under the recycling room where they say there are ghosts.
Ooh.
You set the mood, then sneak around behind him, put your hollow palm flashlight under your face and shout, "Boo!"
There's no way we can scare him. Oh,
He rolls
loves
his
it.
eyes.
Roscoe, think about it. If there were any ghosts on this spaceship, one of them would be my mom.
Oh. Yeah, you guess that would scare a normal person, but Dis still isn't scared of anything.
Huh.
Bravery and friendship. Dis
Cool.
did like that, though.
Yeah.
Hey!
Anemone. Oh, I love her hair.
I know.
It's so cute.
She's adorable.
Aw.
Anemone is in the middle of Anemone is in the middle of tying her mane of hair away from her face. Oh, hey, Roscoe, she says, hair tied between her teeth.
Are all of their clothes like a little bit tattered? Because I noticed that on Dis's too. Or
Little
no,
bit.
not Dis. Cal.
A little
maybe
bit,
it's
but
just-
I think those are also the rough and tumble kids.
I was gonna say Cal and Enemy would have kind of like messed up clothes a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Anyway, that makes sense.
Just about to go for a run. Want to come?
Nope. No, we're good. Sorry.
Hey, Tang.
Tang!
Breaking a chemical bond requires and releases energy. Whichever one is greater determines whether it is an exothermic or endothermic reaction, Tang says, tapping her fingers against the laboratory table. I wonder if there are similar classifications for when the bonds between family are broken, and new ones are created with others. She sighs. Chief engineer instance is the closest thing I have to what a family is supposed to be.
Oh, jeez. I love her new haircut.
I know.
She looks so cool.
It's such a good look.
It's a perfect look for her. I love it. Oh, hell yeah.
Mars!
Cute. Oh, she got a new jacket.
Yeah.
Hey, we have that jacket.
I was about to say, that's the jacket. When I saw it, I was like, that's the jacket we have.
Yeah.
Mars whines.
Nothing ever happens here. Please, please, please. Just anything. I'm dying here. I've watched every holovid. I've done every quiz in every holozine, and I'm so tired of being a teenager on this stupid rock. It's been almost 5 years, and I don't even have a boyfriend.
Get into a debate.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mars would never stoop to using her fists to get her way, but she loves a good fight nonetheless. You ask her what she would have done differently if she had been the captain of the Stratospheric when you landed, and her eyes go wide. She launches into a laundry list of shoulda wouldas, and whatever she says she would have done, you offer reasoning for why it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
After a little while of this, Mars is positively invigorated.
Wow, you really thought of all of this, didn't you?
She says, cracking a little smile.
You're totally right. It's a lot more complicated than just making decisions and telling people what to do. Thank you. It's so important to have people like you around to keep me on my toes.
She cracks her knuckles.
Okay, but when I'm governor, I will do so much better than the adults can.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Love that
I do
energy.
predict her to be governor.
It's definitely possible. She's got the
the gumption?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. I was like the get up and get 'em. No, that's
the
not right.
chutzpah? Yeah.
The chutzpah. All right, what do you want to do?
I don't know, but look at us all getting older. That's so cute. I guess we could try and go back to study humanities and see if we can learn a
let's
little
give it
more.
another shot.
I look at our our little icon now for us.
Look at us.
We're a teenager.
We're rebellious.
We're a rebellious little teen. Yeah.
Reasoning, empathy, just for future.
Reasoning.
The tutoring is reasoning and empathy if we want to get empathy up in the future.
Let's do. Our empathy
it's
is
bad.
so bad.
It's bad. But let's try. We can definitely try humanities one more time.
Let's do that right now.
Our creativity is about to bump over too. So,
Okay. Yeah. Actually, that's perfect. Let's do it. Good morning.
Congruent strip. Sorry, I was realizing I think you're getting exactly what you want.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I was skimming ahead instead of reading my line.
Okay. You had one line. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're reading ahead. Okay. Today we're going to talk about the formation of the Vertumna group and our decision to leave Earth. This is exactly what I
was about
wanted.
to say. I think
This
you're
is
getting
perfect.
exactly what you're wanting.
Thank you, Congruence, for reading my mind. Okay. It's a very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about it. Let's dig in. Oh, I guess I needed to be older to learn about this. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they're like, kids are not going to understand the complexity of this, so let's wait till they're teens, like properly.
Fair. Yeah, there are certainly aspects about history that you don't learn until, you're at least 13, 14 years old. So makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds had thrown Earth into chaos.
Oh, shit.
And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed the Vertumna group with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their starborn children, you, slid through a wormhole and ended up here on a planet you called Vertumna. But there's so much you didn't know. Congruence pulls up a hollow projection of an unassuming human with a firm, maternal gaze.
This is Planktonic Ascendance Wangbatha Schmidt,
She says,
the spiritual leader of the Vertumna movement. They were what people called a speculative fiction writer. The Vertumna Project proved that their writing, though speculative, was far from fiction.
Wait, a sci-fi author? That's
What?
one long-ass name.
What? This whole thing came out of this is like Isaac Asimov being like, what if we did this thing I said in my book? Or my
Yeah,
one
I mean, I
short
think
story.
it's closer to Scientology, though, because not only were they a sci-fi author, but they were a spiritual leader as well.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, they are Hubbard.
Yeah, I think it's Hubbard.
Oh, it's more Hubbard than it. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Wow. Okay.
Wait, a sci-fi author, or that's one long-ass name?
Wait, a sci-fi author? Yes.
Congruence tells you.
Their best-selling novel, Life Beyond the Einstein-Rosen Bridge, told the story of a fictional utopia on the other side of the real-life anomaly at the edge of the solar system. Scientists have been investigating the wormhole for years, but it took a poet to imagine we could travel through it. Wang Schmidt's writings centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting in Vert space. It's
Vert space?
Vert space. We don't have the internet anymore. It's
Yep.
Vert space. Far from just a book club, these people bonded over mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They were committed to Wang Schmidt's idea of a future where everyone is treated equally without prejudice. But they realized it couldn't be done online.
Congruence tells you.
Though committed to social justice, the group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases and the diverse context of their real lives. They realized that this was the work of generations, and the solutions must look to the future, as Wang Schmidt did.
Okay, I've heard enough. Time for a nap. So they got together.
Yeah. Okay.
The image of a squat concrete building with a rooftop garden replaces Wang Schmidt. Around the edges of the classroom, the hollow projector gives the impression of towering walls topped with razor wire.
The first Vertumna colony.
Congruence tells you.
400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that could be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from egg and sperm donors chosen by lottery and raised communally like you as the second generation of the Vertumna group. Those babies were your parents.
So it's a eugenicist cult.
It's a eugenicist cult.
It's a eugenicist cult.
Yikes.
Yep. It's not great. It's not very good.
Yeah, it's a eugenicist cult coupled with transhumanism.
Yeah.
And
I say
yeah.
sorry. I say eugenicist not only for the baby part of it, but because they had the perspective that you could bring no cultural beliefs into it.
Mm-hmm.
There had to be new cultural beliefs as established by the cult. Therefore, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so we're in a cult.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, is that we're in a cult. Or at least we were started by
Our
a
parents
cult.
were born in a cult.
Holy shit.
That yeah, at minimum we can say those babies were your parents. Our parents were born in a cult.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, they were born in a literal compound.
Yes.
Holy shit.
With razor wire.
With razor wire.
Yeah.
Then they said, give up your beliefs and donate your genetic material so that we can create a perfect new society.
Yep.
Big yikes.
Yeah.
Oy.
And we know that the conclusion is them taking this so literally and so far that we ended up on an exoplanet.
Holy shit.
So wait, it was some kind of cult, so they mixed their DNA. I think we can...
Can we say, wait, was it some kind of cult? Can we say that? Will that end this?
I don't know. I'm gonna try it, because
Yeah.
it is true.
It's true, though. Yes.
Congruence tells you cheerily.
Oh, great. The Vertumna group was widely considered to be a non-religious cult. Membership was outlawed in some countries. Planktonic ascendant Wang Schmidt was later assassinated for their connection to the group, and the ensuing violence affected many lives.
You think of your mother and her prosthetic leg,
Oh, fuck.
and how she rarely talked about her life on Earth.
Oh, fuck.
The hollow
Wow.
projection now shows the compound under siege.
As more colonies were founded, word got out about the Vertumna group's social experiments.
Congruence continues.
It got worse.
Yeah.
It's like when you go in Fallout, when you go into the vaults and you're like, it's just where they like hid people, and you're like, oh no, these were all social experiments.
Yep.
They were literal
And they were
science
messy.
and they're terrible.
Yeah.
Oh wow, holy shit. Assimilationism was an unpopular ideology at the time because it had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. Yeah, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
This, combined with panic that the Vertumna group was destroying the family unit or raising an army of gene tech super soldiers, brought the colony under attack from all sides. Oh, so we became like a quote unquote, big air quotes, minority group, and we got on a ship and sailed away because we can't be on Earth. Because of our beliefs and our way of being, so let's just go to a new planet? Is that kind of where this is going?
Seems like it.
Okay.
At minimum, seems like it was coming to a head. Like,
yeah. But cultural assimilation is horrible. Everyone fears what they don't understand.
Both of those are kind of true.
They're both kind of true. But the bottom one is more sympathetic to the Vertumna group, I feel like.
Which is true. We are the children of the Vertumna group, so but we don't know. Yeah, we can say whatever we want.
I kind of want to say the top one.
Okay.
Just we're learning here. In leaving behind inherited traditions, rules, and resentments, the hope that humanity may be wiped clean of centuries of intergenerational trauma.
Congruence sounds like she's reciting doctrine.
Mm-hmm. Even the first generation of the Vertumna group wasn't certain it was possible. You're the beginning of the new beginning. Who knows what you'll be capable of?
You get the feeling you're not supposed to get a nuanced answer from a ship's AI.
Yeah, that's built by the Vertumna group?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. This is a little propaganda machine.
Yeah,
with dinosaur stickers, but still.
Yeah, look how cute it is. Look, they got cat ears on the camera. And
don't worry that our only holiday is Vertumnalia, that we all speak some unspecified language, and that
God.
Yep. And I want to say this is my favorite thing about this game, in that you could absolutely beat the game without questioning any of it, but the game is like, no, it's worth questioning.
Yeah, you should.
It's definitely worth questioning. These folks are from Earth. What does that mean?
Yeah, and it looks so cute and plushy and communal. Like look, everyone hangs out in the creche and in this communal space, and we have we have rest time, and we hang out in our beanbag chairs, and we're all trying to grow and
and to be clear, it seems in some ways that this is working out great, and it is something aspirational, but I also like that they're like, think about what would be required to create this.
Yes.
And what it means, I
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that as a concept, like, let's take a step back and think about how we could get to this point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I think we read all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The image of the burning compound is replaced with the stratospheric on a launch pad.
Luckily, the next phase of the Vertumna project was ready to launch. 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship to seed a far-flung corner of the universe with new human culture.
She smiles.
The ultimate goal of the Vertumna group was you, children.
She says. A
generation raised completely unburdened by troubles that plagued Earth. Isn't that lovely? Oh, so the whole point of this is to come here and raise a new generation to make a brand new human culture of superhumans. Okay.
And we're all genetically enhanced little superhumans. And then on top of that, like, I think the idea was like the initial cult thought they could relinquish their worldly biases and all of that. But I think they realized that like that wasn't taking it far enough.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we'll just ship them into space.
Yeah, we'll just go to space. But I guess we don't know if anyone else has gone to space. Is this the only group that's been able to do this?
We don't know. Also, we're getting this information from, again, our little propaganda machine over here.
Good point.
How do they build the ship?
Yeah. Orbital voyages were a hobby for the ultra-rich in an earlier century, so there were several relics to be found in museums.
Congruence replies.
The difficulty was not in acquiring a ship, but in making it space-worthy and the logistics of the launch itself. Yeah, because you have this privatized launch while basing it off of old tech.
Yeah, because we're not part of like a government. We're a cult. So
yeah. And
we got an old ship and tried to make it work.
Wow. The group crowdsourced enough funding to purchase and repair the ship. Oh, we did a Kickstarter. Okay. Holy shit.
Congruent smiles.
As for logistics, well, you are speaking to the solution right now. I was acquired by connected group members along with the gene tech that created you and your parents.
For what it's worth, our little propaganda machine is the big get.
Yes.
It's not the stratospheric, it's congruence that makes this all possible.
True.
Yeah.
Since we got a supercomputer AI to help us, we could make this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stratospheric was the first manned vessel to navigate the wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Given the state Earth was in when it left, it may have been the last.
That's cheery congruence.
Wow.
Also, I'm sorry, congruence. I'll stop calling you a propaganda machine. I know that you're pretty sentient, actually, and that's rude.
But also, she definitely is.
Oh, she absolutely is.
Like, definitely.
100%. What was Earth like when they left?
Yeah. Terrible.
Congruence shows you some dire demographics.
The institutions that had given people the illusion of safety were torn down, and wars were rampant, both resource-based and ideological. Large parts of the Earth were rendered uninhabitable by climate change, pollution, and nuclear war, especially the critical food-growing regions of the world. Okay, so Earth was already kind of...
It was not great.
In the shitter, but whenever we did leave. Which is probably why this cult grew out of it in the first place.
Again, like as Congruence was saying, the cult grew out of people across the world that were desperate.
Yeah.
And they needed mutual aid and they needed so it's like it makes sense.
Yeah, ultimately, like, you're not gonna be actually leaving Earth for another planet until you're forced to do so. Like, I mean, I take a step back into the real world and say, like, yes, we need to figure out how to travel from planet to planet at some point, but it's like when like shit actually hits the fan, that's when we're gonna figure out how to get off Earth.
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean, it's definitely a desperation move, especially for 100 people to do so with, you know, unknown results and all of that. Also, their leader had been assassinated, so it, you know,
right, they're like
a desperation move on a number of levels.
Very true. Yeah. The Vertumna group weren't the only ones trying to escape Earth, but as far as we know, we are the only success. Oh yeah, that's also grim.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So nobody on Earth was like us.
Wow. The Vertumna group members have a unique culture.
Congruence replies.
But it's formed from a combination of many heritages from Earth. Even the language you speak, Esperanto, was invented to bring people together. Oh, so we're speaking a new language.
Yeah, we have a cult, like a specific language that
the cult made.
Yes.
Wow. And don't worry.
Is Esperanto a real thing? Actually, wait a second. I want to look it up.
I don't know. Perhaps I have not heard of it.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Esperanto is the world's most widely spoken constructed international auxiliary language.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was intended to be a universal second language for intentional communication or the international language. It's a Tower of Babel language.
Wow. That's so interesting. But we don't actively use it though, right?
I don't know anyone that knows Esperanto. But
I did not know of Esperanto.
It was created in 1887.
Wow. Sounds like it just didn't take off, though.
Not that I've heard of.
That is
But interesting, cool.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't worry.
Congruence explains.
You brought your best heritage with you. You're humans.
So much information.
Wow.
Your head is so stuffed with ideas it might burst. Professor Hal and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different based on your genetic makeup or family history.
Okay, so we learned about the Vertumna group.
It's hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbors. You wonder what it's like. Everyone celebrating different holidays, eating different food, speaking different languages. Are you missing out? Or are you better without it, like the original colonists believed? It's hard to say, as the decision was made for you long before you were born. All you can do is be the best Roscoe you can be.
Yeah. Very interesting.
It really is.
Yeah.
Especially because
Nice. Nice.
knowing that our parents were born into the cult as well. So it's like, it's not like they decided we want this for our kids.
Yeah.
It's like we're so many levels deep, which I think is just fascinating. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now it makes the naming conventions for us makes a lot more sense now. That we're all kind of named sort of just nouns.
Yes, just stuff.
Just things.
Yes.
Just stuff. Yeah. And yeah, because I was wondering I'm like, why is this guy's name Kombucha?
Yeah.
Like,
There's marzipan.
Yeah.
Geranium.
Yeah, but I guess it makes a little more sense. Like, they're all kind of culturally neutral, I suppose. Like, a tangent is a tangent, like, kind of no matter what. Yeah, or like a geranium. Well, a geranium, I imagine it could have other names maybe in other cultures and other languages, so that's an interesting one. But
well, and also, I mean, the whole game isn't in Esperanto, so
that's true.
There's a further question there. But,
yeah. Can you really be devoid of other cultures? Like, is really, I think,
that's a very interesting question to apply to this.
Oh yeah, it's her birthday.
Yeah, it's your birthday. You wake up from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions. Just a pleasant feeling of contentment.
Yeah, we haven't had a premonition flash in a while.
That's true.
I realized.
Not in a while.
Yeah.
You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery, quiet sunlight that seeps into the porthole window. Things are always changing on Vertumna, but you can't help but feel like things are changing for yourself, too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year.
Yeah!
Your parents have been working around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for the New Year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They asked you to ping them when you were awake so that you could share birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during the breakfast service in the canteen. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. It's Auntie Sedent.
Oh.
Anyway, she is. She sweeps into your room in a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down on the bed on your bunk.
I think this was me. Oh, look at you.
She says.
Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old.
She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her Auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smell is as comforting as it ever was.
Aww.
She sits back and takes one of your hands in both of hers.
Roscoe, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were so special, so important. You're becoming a young adult, but I want you to know that I will always, always be here for you, just like your mom and dad.
She says firmly. Okay, enough of that mushy stuff. Gets us a blue card. And then, thanks, Auntie Sedent, and I don't want to grow up, Auntie. Both get us Auntie Sedent's love.
I like, thanks, Auntie Sedent. She's just being very nice.
Thanks, Auntie Sedent.
But why, she just came in? She's just here?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's her birthday.
Nice. Yeah, just come in to say hi.
She smiles and tucks an unruly lock of hair behind your ear.
I guess you're old enough to call me Aunt Anne now, if you like. Or even just Anne. Oh. Now, come on in here.
Aunt Anne says, spreading her arms wide.
Aunt Anne is going to be hard to say.
Yeah.
Give us a great big hug.
I can't tell if Anne... Her name is clearly Antecedent.
Antecedent.
But I don't know whether the aunt or the Anne is supposed to be the...
Aunt Antecedent?
That's why I was chuckling earlier, because it's like antecedent.
Aunt Antecedent is funny because it's antecedent.
I don't know. Anyway, you hug her, enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see an enemy standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's no hiding it behind a corner.
Aww.
She skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud, she says, bouncing on your bunk. Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months.
Aww.
Thanks.
Oh, that's Anne. Okay. I thought you were on your way to the med bay.
Anne tells her, and an enemy shrugs. Anne turns to you.
Annie is supposed to get her menstruation cessation implant today,
she says.
That's cute.
She's so cute. I love this picture. It's so cute. Mom! An enemy hollers. Gross! Roscoe doesn't need to hear about my period.
She's going to get her IUD today.
Yeah. Stop it!
Isn't it so
Don't
exciting?
tell my friends. Anne smiles fondly at her daughter.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Annie. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life. It's a sign you're growing up and becoming an adult and ready to take on the responsibility of taking care of that life.
An enemy wrinkles her nose and throws herself on the bed. I'm never making life. Ew, pass. Eek, gross-a-roni. What's the matter, scared? And our very first option to flirt. We can finally flirt. We're old enough to flirt, apparently. Maybe one day the two of us is a terrible thing to say.
Not after just being like,
No.
I'm going to get my IUD.
I know.
Like, or whatever. I'm going to get my birth control. But maybe you and I could do this.
Especially when she's like, no.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Absolutely not. That's not what we're going to say. Also, I don't know if I want to flirt with an enemy.
We don't know anything about it. We've
all.
not spent any time with this. Yeah. Can I confess to something?
Yeah.
I have played this game 3 times now, and I still haven't spent any time with it. I don't know this girl.
Oh no!
I don't know this girl at all.
We should be friends with her. She's probably cool.
She's probably cool. I've just never gotten to know her.
I do want to say I love this art so much.
It's so good.
It's so cute. It's really, really good. We'll say gross-a-rooney.
Gross-a-rooney it is.
Sure.
Right? An enemy agrees. She's always like this. You think this is bad? When I got my period, she made me a cake with a red gooey center that said, "Welcome to womanhood."
That's too much.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
She rolls her eyes. It's bad enough I, shot up overnight and got boobs and I want to cry all the time. She has to go around telling everyone, too.
Oh my god. She picked a period cake.
Womanhood.
Womanhood.
Womanhood is the worst.
That's too much.
It's a fucking volcano.
Auntie, I'm gonna keep calling her Auntie Seated.
Yeah,
I can't not.
I don't like Anne.
Anne, that doesn't align with
she's Auntie Seaton.
She's Auntie Seaton, and I don't agree with
makes
the
some
womanhood
choices. Yes, she makes
cake.
some choices.
God,
Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields, and bringing in a small, crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. Look, birthday visitors, your dad exclaims. Anne, are you staying for breakfast? Anne reaches into her bag and brings out a stack of tiffins.
Tiffins?
Tiffins.
What are tiffins?
I imagine I'm gonna look it up.
You can look it up while I read for Aunt Anne. No, thank you. I brought your order with me from the kitchens, seeing as I was stopping by.
I don't think it's real.
Real?
I think it's a fanciful
Tiffins.
muffin.
Okay. It's a fanciful muffin.
She pats your hand one more time. I don't know.
Okay.
When I looked it up, it's tried to ask me for my location. So I gave up pretty quickly.
Happy birthday again, Roscoe. You'll always be my baby, even when you're all grown up.
Thanks, Auntie.
Thanks, Aunt Anne. I mean, I guess she means well.
Yep.
She means well.
It's very enthusiastic.
Oh my God.
Your mom shakes her head as Anne and an enemy leave.
Oh, Anne.
She laughs.
Sentimental to the core.
She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast.
But I don't know how the colony would manage without her and the children's creche.
She says and points a fork at you.
Family is more than people that birthed you, Roscoe, and don't you forget it.
Also, I don't think they birthed us. I think they were no, they said specifically
They
that
were randomized. Our parents were.
Well, no, because they said that we were special because we were made out of love, which was rare, I think.
Yes.
Because we're supposed to all be randomized.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be
But they're implying that our parents had sex and had us.
Yes,
okay.
I think they did do that.
Okay.
They did do the horizontal tango, and we were the result.
They did the traditional.
Exactly,
not
but to
traditional,
my
whatever.
understanding, I do think that's not the huge.
Yeah. They did the old school method.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine that probably got them in trouble, actually,
I
because
was actually thinking about that. Yeah. So wait, does that mean that everyone else, all the other kids here, are like genetically randomized?
I don't know,
I don't
because
know.
she looks like her mom a whole lot.
Yeah.
And these two
Those two are twins.
knew their mom and are twins, obviously.
I mean, twins can happen.
Yeah.
So
they may just be twins.
I interpret it as our parents were the the genetic lottery ones, and then we're not. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. It's not quite clear. Yeah. Should we do like one more thing? What do you think?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Well, all of the history of Earth was like really useful.
We could tutor if we want to get our empathy up a teeny bit.
Maybe a little bit. I don't really want to babysit kids, but we should probably up our empathy because right now we have almost zero empathy.
that is true. I mean, we could do engineering. We could do like our engineering and reasoning are still fairly low.
I'm just thinking about Welcome to Womanhood.
Yeah, we don't have to tutor kids immediately after Welcome to Womanhood.
Let's go to geoponics.
Okay.
Or was it geoponics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to geoponics.
Let's go do something over there. I don't know. Let's go dig in some dirt.
Xenobotany?
Yeah. Xenobotany. What's shovel dirt?
Yeah, that's just toughness. Yeah, Xenobotany it is.
I mean, we do need toughness. Our toughness is down right now? I don't know why.
Because we're injured.
Oh, are we still injured? Do we need to sleep?
It'll probably last the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we did just get injured not too long ago.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, Squirt.
Your mom calls out to you.
Don't you think it's time you started thinking about what you're gonna do when you're older?
You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles.
You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join your folks on the farm? If you think you're up for it.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Do some farming.
Your mom claps you on the back. Oof. She's just as strong as she looks.
Great.
She says.
Come see me in geoponics when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise.
God, I love unlocking new jobs. That's helpful.
Yeah, we can farm in geoponics now. That's
yeah.
Good. Okay. Ooh, and we can do this. Nice. We're probably gonna have to rest and get rid of some cards at some point. Although it's random which cards they pull up for you to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can't choose to forget our first words.
Unfortunately, no.
God damn it.
And it has a bad habit of not giving that to us. Yep.
That's
okay.
Ooh, there's our felling a giant. Ah, that was so cool.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, well, I said we could do one more thing, but we could actually do one
let's
more
do
thing.
one more.
One
more.
One more.
Okay.
One more time.
All
right, we can go.
Well, let's quickly see what farming is so that we know.
Okay.
It is biology and toughness.
Oh, okay.
So
good to know. All right, we'll go babysit. Let's go babysit.
Babysitting time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Tutor the children. Get that empathy.
You show up to class to find congruence teaching a classroom of younger children. Instance is nowhere to be found. In the absence of further direction, you settle in to help the students with their work. After half an hour, Instance pokes her head into the classroom. Oh good, you're already here, she says. I trust that you'll be able to handle yourself and all subjects with students of all ages. Ask Congruence if you need any help. She turns to leave, but stops and turns back to you. Thank you, Roscoe, she says quietly. Since Professor Howell died, well, Congruence and myself are poor replacements for him. I'm grateful for your help.
Oh.
You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopalms to access the HoloNet. Congruence's massive database. Congruence has everything they could ever need. Music, movies, games, novels, and comics, a calculator, a timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, a colony's social media, specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in the games.
Oh!
A child!
A new kid!
A child, indeed!
A child! Oh my god!
Some understand it less than others.
Oh, it's Nougat!
Yeah, we've heard about
Nougat.
Nougat.
Yeah. I don't know. Who should be Nougat?
Why do we have to read why do we have to read about stuff?
Oh.
Nougat whines, poking dejectedly at her hollow screen. The skin around her newly implanted hollow palm looks a little red, like she keeps picking at it.
Oh.
I just want to play.
We're lucky to have access to this tech. Here, let me show you something. And, that looks infected.
Oh, I mean, we probably want to take care of the infected hollow palm implant.
That's probably true.
Yeah, or we can show them something. I don't know.
It's basically whichever one we pick is the one that we'll get a stat buff on. So do we want biology or do we want engineering?
Where's hold on, I'm looking. Where's
It's blue with the bottom two.
And we should up our engineering.
Okay.
I hope Nougat doesn't get infected.
I'm sure
and
she'll be fine.
Die from her implanted hollow palm that we noticed was definitely infected. That feels like something this game would do.
You
Just
show
saying.
Nougat how to look up videos about sports ball. She's totally enraptured by it.
Whoa.
She exclaims,
I can watch people play sports ball in my hand anytime. Turbo!
Nougat is 7 and full of energy. The other kids are able to settle down and work at their biology assignment, drawing pictures of the xenofauna that live on Vertumna to put in the classroom diorama. But Nougat prefers a more creative approach. You look at her drawings. Nougat's animals all have extra wings or heads, robotic treads, laser turrets, or top hats. Some aren't even close to the reference image. Chastise her, encourage her.
Encourage her.
You praise Nougat's creativity. Yes, that hop eye does look better with a jetpack. Nougat is proud of herself and works diligently on her project. Yes, the classroom diorama does look a little eccentric when it's all complete, but at this age, it's more important to keep a child engaged than it is to teach them academic skills. Nougat gives you a big hug when class is over.
I hope you're my teacher all the time, Roscoe.
Aw, cute. Nougat is one of Anemone's sisters, right? Or siblings? I think they said that. I could have sworn. Or am I getting?
No, I think Nougat was just in the creche one time.
Nougat's just in the crush. I thought Nougat was playing with Cal at one point, and Cal was like, I should have expected
We can look it up.
Nougat to be so
I think it's definitely possible.
I could be wrong though,
Because Nougat's got like partially red hair.
a little bit of red hair.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely
Yeah.
possible. But I don't remember.
I don't quite remember either. But I know Nougat's been brought up before. Cute. What is this? 25. Oh, the stranger. Every time the stranger card comes up, I'm like, I want to know who that is. I want to know. Okay.
I love that they seed that card pretty early. I genuinely think that's really fun.
Yeah. Okay. Dad is probably having a rough go of it, but do we want to talk to our dad next time and see how he's handling his shimmer this year?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do it.
We might also need to take a little break.
Yeah, look at our very exhausted portrait.
We're really stressed and tired. But I think maybe next time we can check in on our dad, see how he's handling shimmer this year, and yeah, rest and see what else there is to explore.
I think that sounds like a plan. See you next time, folks.
Bye, everyone.